Hi you guys, this is Co at Co Athletics and Wellness. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to give you a little bit of information about Co Athletics and Wellness. Why we are the way we are. What we are based upon. What is the foundation of Co Athletics and Wellness? This business is made, it is designed to help you become the better version of yourself. One way we're doing this is through cheerleading and tumbling for children. Having that platform being used to teach them what self-worthiness is, what self-deservingness is, the difference in between saying thank you and showing gratitude. All of those things truly matter in creating a great person. But we're also doing the exact same things for adults with some adult wellness programs. For example, adult dance versus hip hop or street jazz, or PIO or Tabata or personal training. So this is what Co-Athletics is about. Number one, changing your perception, the way you think about life in general. Life is what you make it to be. If you choose to get up every day with a negative attitude or a negative response or a negative thought about everything in your life, then you're going to have a negative day, you're going to talk about it negative, you're going to respond to everything a negative way. That is what we are changing. We are teaching you to look into life and say, what is the lesson in this hardship, in this setback? Under the Co method, you will understand every setback is a setup for your success. And you have to find that blessing for you to obtain, attain, and retain. It's very simple. Changing the way you think makes a difference. If I get up in the morning and I think to myself, oh my gosh, thank you, life, universe, the divine, for my job, then when someone asks me about my job, I'm gonna say, I'm going into work today. I am so blessed to have this job. And then when I get to work, I am going to respond and react to all things, all people, all situations, and circumstances as though that job is such a blessing. And so when I lay my head down that night and I review my day, I will say, wow, I am so thankful and grateful for my job. This teaches you to be gratifying. Once you can show gratitude and appreciation for what you have, you will be blessed to have more, if that makes sense. But in order to appreciate something, you must first recognize it. Okay. Number two, how you speak. This is one of the most important things. Your words is verbal energy. We are taught in science, Newton's third law, for every action there's an opposite but equal reaction. That is involving energy. Your verbal energy are seeds that you plant. If you plant negative seeds, you will reap exactly what you sow. It's already happening. So you have to speak about things in a positive light, as though you've already received that blessing. Even though it may not be there at that second, know that it is manifesting. Know that everything that you want is already happening. So you have to speak as though it already is, which takes me to the deeper root of this message, which is faith. Faith. Faith literally means, under the Co method, to know. Faith equals to know, not to believe. We were all taught in school, a belief is an opinion. It may or may not be true. But a fact is to know. Faith is to know. Know in your faith. Know in who you worship. Know in your abilities. When I teach these kids here, I tell them, I have faith in myself. What does that mean, you ask? That literally means I know in myself, in my heart, that all that I do, my motives, my intent, comes from a place of love. And we all know what is love, correct? Now that we have faith covered, I go into each day telling myself, I have faith in myself. I have faith in my abilities. Faith in my abilities. Faith in your abilities. What you have to understand is everything that you've gone through in your life, everything that's happening to you right now is happening for you, okay? Nothing is fighting against you, but you have to recognize what is going on in order to receive that blessing. So knowing in your abilities, knowing everything that you're going through, there is something to learn from. Whether that is wisdom, whether it may be your ability is a talent, you're singing, building things, art, or what have you. Abilities doesn't necessarily mean just a talent. It can be how you speak to people. Maybe because you validate people, you make people feel important. Those are your abilities. Knowing in those abilities says that you know that you will succeed because you have been blessed with these divine abilities. Action. Action is so key in the code method. Think differently, number 1. 2, speak differently. 3, act. B, action. Being as though you are. It is very important for you to be exactly what you speak. So if I speak, I am going to be a lawyer. That I need to get up in the morning, fix my face, wear the clothes, and go out into the world as though I am a lawyer. Why? Because that's the energy that I'm giving. And you get what you give. You're giving this energy as though you are a lawyer. So people are going to respond to you in that way. They're going to speak to you differently. They're going to react to you differently. They're going to treat you in a way that a lawyer should be treated, or a doctor, or a singer, or a dancer, or a business owner, whatever that may be. Even if that means you say that I am going to be loved. I want to have this kind of love in my life. If that's what you want, then you must be the love you wish to obtain. Think about that thing. So how does all of this go together at Co-Athletics and Wellness? How does this tie into the athletics form? Cheerleading, tumbling, competition cheer. How does this method work? When it comes to doing skills, back tucks, back handsprings, cartwheels, back bends, forward rolls, whatever it is, you got to think about that skill in a positive light. Think about that skill with no fear. Think about that skill with no doubt. Think about that skill with no anxiety. When you have faith, you don't fear. Because when you have faith, you know. But the moment that you have fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, conditions, limits, it's no longer faith. So then you don't have faith in yourself. So we have to teach having faith in yourself, knowing that you're going to do this skill to the absolute best of your ability. I have faith in my abilities. Now we have given you the tools. You are able to do this. You are thinking differently. You are speaking differently. I can with the I can attitude. Number 3, being, acting as though you are. Keeping those arms locked out. Keeping those legs straight, toes pointed. You are doing all the things that a champion does. And guess what? Now you have manifested that skill. Now you have become that champion. Now you have that medals. Now you can say, I'm that cheerleader. Honey, you became a cheerleader before you even put on the suit. That's what we teach at Co-Athletics.